morning, Twitch. Good morning, YouTube. That was nice. That was really nice. That's nice. I wish I could go explore more. I'm gonna check this town out. Hey, where's the fucking volcano? Hey. What's up, Cheesemonger? Good morning, everybody. Oh, here's the gnome. He's hiding out. Whoa, thank you. Gonna clean stuff today. Yeah, I think we are gonna clean stuff today. I have been oh cool. I have been playing the shit out of PowerWash Simulator 1, you know, in my free time. It's a kitty cat. And that's the cat from the first one. Anyway, and then I beat it yesterday, and now I kind of want to I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of want to play for the story. Have you guys beaten this game? Anybody beat PowerWash Simulator 1? Y'all can hear me, right? Oh, by the way, hello, Mark the Frog. Hello, Ziggy. Hello, Washington. Hello, Jorky Bilfus. I love you. Thank you for the sub. Hello, Usabukin. Anyway, I beat fucking PowerWash Simulator 1, and it was pretty cool. I gotta admit, there's aliens, there's spaceships, there's volcanoes, there's way more going on than I had anticipated in a let me turn this down. Good morning. Anyway, so I kind of wanted to see at least how PowerWash 2 starts off, if they reference the I don't know, the ancient race of beings. Fuck. One thing that's annoying so far, this is my first job. I spent apparently, story-wise, to catch you guys up, I bought a PowerWash office and spent all my money at an auction on this van. So that's why I don't have all the equipment I used to have. But, or this truck, but now I have to clean it. But one thing that's kind of annoying about this new game is that they changed the controls around a lot. So I literally stopped playing 1 and picked up 2 immediately and was just like, fucking everything is backwards. But I think I like it. I think it just takes some getting used to. Left bumper becomes way more important than it used to be. I got my hands. Left bumper, right bumper, yeah. There's my license. Oh, let's see what it says. Caldera County. Okay. Yeah. How do I duck? There we go. Anyway, I figured we'd do at least one mission here. I think there's from reading the achievements, it seems like there's a base. Like I can go into the office and decorate it and stuff. So I kind of want to check that out. Which is funny because I still want to play PowerWash 1. Like I bought all the DLC for it, and so I have like all the themed stuff, all the Shrek, and all those different things. And so I don't want to forget about them because I still do want to play all that. But it's the problem with video games, huh? You can change the controls to classic in the settings. God damn it! Now I'm already used to the new controls. What do you like better, new or classic? When they make the effort to change the controls, it's annoying, and I'm always like, why would you do it? But then usually it's for a reason, right? Like, they know better than me. So if I give it a half hour or an hour, I'm usually like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm sure that'll be the case here. Just definitely takes some... What is this bullshit? Fuck! Like that. I did not mean that. That. I really got to think about it before I do it. That. Donk. God, that fucking cha-ching is the best sound in the world, isn't it? Classic. Oh, everybody likes classic. Well, now I kind of want to use the new just to fucking see. just to be contrarian. There we go. It really does take. You really got to think about it for a second. I'm gonna turn this side. I'm gonna clean this side of the truck real fast, and I'm gonna stop and talk to y'all for a second. Jessica's Antiques and Collectibles. I guess either Jessica. Oh wait, what did they say? Word up, people! Caldera County's premier power washing is back up and running. So if your grubby house brings stink eye from the neighbors, or I'm trying to read and spray at the same time, and the car feels like a walk of shame, hit us up. Oh, that's actually good to know. Thanks. Great. I wonder what happened to Jessica. I wonder if we find out what happened to Jessica's Antiques and Collectibles. Like, did Jessica retire maybe? Decided to throw in the, just to spend the last years of her life retired and relaxing? Or did she well, no, she wouldn't rebrand. She wouldn't need to get a new truck if she did that. Did she die? Did she go out of business? Was she a bad business person? Did she get screwed over by her business partner? Are we currently about to rebrand all of Jessica's hopes and dreams and her failed antiques? What was it again? And collectibles store? I just don't know. I hope everything's okay for Jessica, though. I really do. I don't want to be capitalizing off her misfortune. I know that's kind of become the American way, but I'm not crazy about it. That should be our tagline at America: success through others' failure. If a country had a tagline, I think if a country had a tagline, our tagline would be way worse, unfortunately. But good work on the bit barrel. Oh, thank you. Do you think Jessica had a good amount? Wow, spray was still going for a while on my machine. I'm going to have to reboot my computer. Thanks for the sub, Warrior Game Therapy. Thank you to everybody who subs, or who subbed and I missed it, or who's about to sub because they saw Warrior Game Therapy do it and think, wow, I'm also going to do that. I appreciate it in advance. Leo Panda, thank you very much for stopping by and saying hello. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Maybe this truck just did a large pickup or delivery and just, no, it's our truck. We want it at auction. That's what, like, that was the thing. It's like, well, we spent all of our money at auction on this truck, but it'll be worth it. And so I know that not only are we buying Jessica's truck, but we bought it at auction. You know what I mean? She didn't sell it in a private sale. We bought it at an auction. That doesn't bode well for Jessica. Maybe she upgraded to a new truck, but then I would feel like she would have traded this one in on the new truck, or even sold it not at auction. You know what I mean? It's the auction thing that's getting me. Fuck, it's B. That's a little annoying. I gotta get to that. Get used to that. Ducking. Oh, you can go all the way down. Go all the way down. Nice. Thank you, sweet Steezy. So, what are you going to do this week? Because we're going to beat Roadcraft here and the next time we play it. We're at 90-something%. I'm pretty sure we're in the handful of final missions, if not the final mission. It's a little long, but it's, not the end of the world. Thank you. And I kind of don't want to play it because of that. It's kind of that thing where you don't want to finish it, you just hold off on it. And I know we have DLC, but I feel like a little block towards Roadcraft. But I also won't be here Wednesday, so I'm only streaming today and tomorrow. Although maybe I'll stream over the weekend. Won't be able to stream on Wednesday, unfortunately, and I never stream on Thursday and Friday. Although I'll stream on Friday because we're doing... by the way, PSA, if you haven't, or if you're not aware, we're doing a Sloppy Joe's bingo on Friday night at, I believe, like 9 or 9:30 p.m. It's a Halloween edition. Those are always fun. So I think that's probably only going to be on our Patreon. But double check the schedule for that. I just know that the things get a little dicey with nudity, potential nudity on Halloween night on Sloppy Joe's, so we got to be careful where we stream it. Sloppy Halloween. Yeah, we did it last year, and it was a ton of fun. Sweet. Nailed it. Eventually. I do kind of like this thing. That's how you extend it. Just put your double hand on it. It's kind of neat. There we go. I'm definitely getting the hang of this. Definitely getting the hang of this. Also has a thing over here that I like where you can hide cleaned. So you don't have to see, just see what you need, which, you know, they account for that by showing you the last 3 things on the menu in the first one, but this is way... Oh, I thought I was trying to clean the fucking tree off. I thought it was mold or something. But that toggle is way cooler. I love that this game is low-key a platformer, too. You don't realize it, but it is. Or maybe you do realize it. Any Halloween-y games? Maybe 'tis the season. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we could do that a little bit. I was talking a while back about playing Alien Isolation with y'all. And then I got caught up in that Alien Fireteam game, and I forgot about it. But I think tonight, I think tonight specifically, I don't know what that crosshair is. What is the crosshair? Well, whatever. This is just let me know that that's the... fuck. I think we are doing a stream... Oh, the cat moved around. Oh, there's 2 cats. Go see this cat. Bubbles. Squeak. Bubbles and Squeak. Ooh. Regulation reference. I think I'm streaming again tonight, which is another reason why I'm not going to be streaming on Wednesday. I think I'm streaming Alien Isolation with Andrew tonight for the Falcons, maybe. He asked me if I would stream something tonight with for the Discord, and so I assume that that's what it is, but I'm sure somebody in the chat knows more than I, as is usual. Bird Not Bird was amazing. Oh, thank you very much. I agree. I think Bird Not Bird was one of the better, maybe the best draft we've done. I mean, everybody's great always, but I thought that was just a really, really wonderful Andrew episode. He really shined in that one. His creativity and his unique brain were working overtime on Bird Not Bird, I think. Just spent my birthday weekend in Pasadena working at an art conference. Oh, cool. What kind of art? I'm going to vendor... I lost that. I went too fast. I'm going to a vendor event for my wedding this weekend. Oh, goodness. I thought that was... I did a couple of those. Those were something. Those were something. I don't think we got anything out of them, but I hope you have more success. Can you imagine a clean guy standing on your hood? Well, it's my own hood, so this is my truck. Do you think... Did you see the Halo remake? You know, I didn't. I haven't even looked at the trailer or any of the footage. I haven't. Hell Rising. Drit to hit is the crosshair. I don't know what that means. Ladders, Jeffrey. Ladder schmatter. Thanks, Drunken Mouse. Can't believe no Larry Bird, though. Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of different angles I was going to go with. I thought about doing Larry Bird, Sue Bird, Birdman, and just doing all NBA birds. I usually do themes, you know, like almost always. And they're usually only funny to me. And so I didn't think that that would be particularly funny to do just all athletes. And then I had an idea of just doing all Falcons, you know, like Millennium Falcon, Falcontier. And then at the end, I just was like, but then I thought bird flu was really funny, and I wanted to do bird flu, so I decided that I wasn't going to do any kind of theme and just roll with it. Now, if I wanted to show there. Yeah, that's what I got to do. Push in on that. Okay. Cargo hold wheel well. Cargo hold wheel well. There you go. Windscreen wiper. These are not American developers. Which makes sense because they named the cats Bubble and Squeak. There we go. Windscreen wiper wing mirror. Is that you or the other one? It's you. No? Yep, there we go. All right, let's see. Is Muckingham's premier power washer rinse and repeat? Greetings from Detergento, where we need you to cleansify an unexpected discovery. There we go. Shit gets weird. Okay, let's do it. There's a third cat. Oh, I realized I had the... Oh, fuck. I had the text paused. Shit. Geoff, I was in Austin this weekend for the first time since RTX 2015. I couldn't believe the coincidence that I saw someone with a Sloppy Joe's t-shirt on. Are you serious? Like Sloppy Joe's the restaurant? Or yeah, that's crazy. I do like that Gavin picked up Superman. Falcon 9. Crosshair points to items that are not yet clean. I see. Oh, if it ended up being stellar, it was just a surprise. No Larry. Oh, yeah, the Stutz Blackhawk is the other one that I picked. And that was in homage to my wife because that's her favorite car. It was top talent from cartoons, movies, and video games. Concept artists, animators, 3D artists, the whole gamut. Oh, that's cool. You know, you say surprise no D from Always Sunny. It's interesting you say that. I actually thought about using D. So how do I go home? Because I want to go to home base. I want to see it. I thought about using D. And ultimately decided against it. But furniture unlocked. Purchase furniture via the furniture catalog in the shop. Well, let's see what kind of... All right, Squeak... There's a Plushmallow, Squishmallow. Got our own little power wash pillow. I bet they make these. If they make these, I want one. I want to get myself a power wash pillow. Oh, yeah, there's a third cat. There's Bubbles, and then there's Ulysses. Hi, Ulysses. And then I pet all three cats, which is an achievement. Okay. There's me in front of a house I cleaned. There's the crew, me and the boys. Got a power wash mug. Dude, power wash mugs. Pretty cool too. So many licensing opportunities, merchandising opportunities in a video game that I don't think developers, some are pretty smart about, but I think I would be a somebody talking out there, a merchandising genius, demon for a video game. Put me in charge. So that's my next job. I only have one. Here's where I live. Removals van, free play. Okay. What else we got? Sponge Valley. Yeah, I should learn the map. Sparkleton, Lubra City, with a pyramid. You know I'm cleaning that pyramid later. Milwaukee Desert, Sponge Valley, Fumarole, Buckton, Washingham, Detergento, Pumpton, Power Falls. Did I clean that bridge already? That's not the same bridge. In the home base, select a job using the job map. All right. Real fast, though. Let's see what's up with this. Thank you. Furniture catalog. Ooh. What can I afford? Free stuff. I can afford free. And 3. Okay. Now, go into placement mode. Select a dirty furniture item for washing. Excuse me? No, what? Why would it bring it down here? Oh, it's dirty. Are you fucking serious? And now I have to wash it clean? I sounded real dumb the way I said that. Like it was a really hard concept for me to understand. I had to power wash something at a power washing game. In the main room. I want to put it here. I don't want to put it in the main room. God damn it. Okay. Put it in the main room. In the home base, clean and place piece of furniture. Wow, look at all this. Oh, okay. I should tell you, unlock the. This is going to be all the missions. There's my computer. Man, I've come a long way. I've come a long way from buying my first power washer to... Look at this. I own a laptop and a desktop computer. I have 2 very nice office chairs. This entire building. All from spraying. Got pet carrying info. I got, what is this? Aliens. This is all shit from last time. There's the 3 cats. Enigmatic Billionaire, Blake Thrust. I'm going to have to read all this later. So I'm keep up on the exit. Okay. All right. I just want to exit it. And I don't want to go back in it. All right. You know what? We'll do it this way. Have I played Crime Scene Cleaner? I have not. I don't know what FMLA means. Perks of being home recovering from surgery. I hope the recovery's going well. And that, I assume you got a 3rd arm or like a horn or something installed, which is very cool. Have you played Crime Scene? I did not. Why do some people insist on being picky with food and just refuse to try new things? I don't know, Mike. You leaving? Okay, I love you. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Have fun. Thank you. I love you. That was the air conditioning repairman guy. I love that guy. That's not true. It's my wife. I love my regulation hat and sticker. Oh, thank you. Texture issues, so I know some foods will make me gag without trying them. I don't. I'll try it. I just probably won't like it. But I'm not afraid to try stuff. The amount of fucking times I've had to try, like every time in my life somebody's said, how can you not like cream cheese? You just haven't had my cream cheese. You haven't had this cream cheese. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've had it. And they're like, eat it in front of me. I'm like, okay, this sucks. And they go, huh. You have no idea how many times I've had to eat cream cheese just to prove to somebody that I don't like it. And they go, oh, I really thought you would have liked it with chives. I like that it's giving me all this tutorial shit after it already had me clean a vehicle. After it already had, I guess maybe it just wants me to make sure I got it. Access task list. Fucking hell. Okay, I've done that. How many times do I have to do it? Okay, I guess that just stays up. I'm not crazy about that. Thank you. Okay. What is this white shit? Am I using a cleaner? No, I don't want to use a cleaner. Ah. Weird. Ah. Don't like that. Okay. I've been playing a bit and found that PowerWash 2 is a bit buggy at the moment. Well, PowerWash 1 is still buggy in multiplayer. I mean, every time we play multiplayer, somebody has trouble and is stuck frozen, or I have to restart. So if I wanted to, this is like its new version of soap, I guess. You just put it on and then it cleans it easier. I just described exactly how soap works. I understand. Like, I had never heard of it before. This is just new to the game. I don't know what this is. This is different than it was last game. Okay. I don't know if it really was worth it, but seems to have done something. You thought I was blasting the paint off? I did too for a second. That's why I quickly realized that couldn't be the case. Because it's not Sandblasting Simulator. Although now I kind of want to play that game. I used to do a lot of sandblasting back in the day when I worked for the... when I was a tool repairman. We would rebuild... I would rebuild these bands, Milwaukee bandsaws, because they would just, like, chew through them. And they were always... we just had a pile of old broken ones in the repair shop. And then, like, on a Saturday, if there wasn't much going on, my boss would have me take a bunch of housings down to this dude he knew who had a sandblast machine, and I would sandblast all the casings and housings, and then we would just rebuild Milwaukee bandsaws off old parts, like Frankenstein them, and then sell them for super cheap. That was a lot of fun. I really, really did enjoy that part of the job. Building tools from other tools is cool. And the guy I worked with, he was extremely frugal by necessity, and so he didn't let anything go to waste ever in any way. Look at this guy up here. Buckton Festival. Who's playing? Bucket On, $4 Bill, Magnetic Sprouts, Easy Scrubs, Miss Mucky, Blast of Grime, Dr. Blammo, The Burning Hills, and many more at Moore Park in Buckton, featuring Bucket On. Yeah, I bet we're going to be going to that, I assume, right? We'll have to clean that stage. Fresh buttered monkfish. Yeah, these are definitely Brits, right? That's how you do it. That's how you crouch. Open up. Thank you. Surprised. Like, I'm surprised. I noticed that we were like 18% of the way done. I had a feeling that the giant open sign on the ground was going to turn into something else. Okay, let's try this shit, though, huh? I will say it doesn't seem to... I don't seem to run out of it, which is nice. I didn't really use this stuff in the first one much because it was... You just blew through it so quickly. And it just very rarely felt necessary. But this is pretty grimy. Let's see. We'll conduct an experiment. The streamer awards are coming up. We're all nominating Geoff for Hidden Gem Award. I don't even know what any of that is, but thank you. Magnetic Fields reference. I caught that as well. By the way, if you don't listen to the Magnetic Fields, you should. Great band. 69 Songs About Love is a fucking classic album. Good day, Le Peep. I feel like a lot of eels, but monkfish is nasty. The orange. Oh, okay. That's cool. All right, let's see. Nope. Yep. All right, let's see here. How much of a difference does it make? I mean, it makes a slight difference for sure. Yeah. Definitely seems more useful than the first game. All right. Hell yeah. Pretty sky. Holy shit. I just noticed. They have really improved the graphics in this game. Wonder how much of a hit this game is for them. It got a sequel. People talk about it. Hopefully it's been good for them. This seems, thank you, much improved from the first one. Uh-oh. Out of stuff. Okay. Well, there you go. It is finite. As we've learned. I can make noises too. Yeah, that makes a big difference. Happy to see that, I guess. I feel like it was not nearly that stark in the first game. Yeah, lost the plot on that one. Let me see. Designed by local visionary Nadia Vonnegut, the pop-up restroom was designed to only appear when needed, relying on state-of-the-art camera systems and kinetic motion sensors buried deep within the sidewalk. Fuck, it ran away. Well, whatever. Turns out I actually don't care. Okay. Am I going to go in at some point, too, or... Well, I bet I am, actually, now that I see the percentage. No. Yeah? Yeah, it feels like we're more than 54% of the way done with this thing, right? We gotta be. Maybe you can hire me to do this. They can hire me to do the spray sounds for. I would fucking love to do that. Are you kidding? Do we have to clean the inside? Yeah, I wonder. Out of coffee. Yeah, can you imagine what the inside looks like, actually? Ugh. Maybe there'll be a spin-off power toilet simulator where you just go and clean public bathrooms. Man, cleaning the fucking bathrooms at the fast food restaurant I worked at in high school was maybe the grossest job I've ever had. Maybe there must have been something in the Army that was grosser, but God, that was bad. Oh, Christ. Outer wall base. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I like the staged approach where it's like you have to do a certain amount to unlock the next part of the level. That's kind of cool. Lower. Oh, it was a changing table. Wow, they were really thorough with this game. Whew. Ugh. Get on the ground. Ugh. You know, the splashback, too, is so bad. Ugh. Can't be having babies changed on a dirty table, though. Let me get this cleaned first. Won't somebody think of the kids, you know? Oops, that's what I want to do. Somebody change me. Yeah. I'm the baby on the... yeah. Just a baby on a changing table. It's a shame that I'm not playing multiplayer. That would be... Can I raise it while I'm on it? I cannot. That would be funny. Really? I feel like... Well, we'll see. How about some more of that soap, huh? Can we buy some soap? I own all these. Why? I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money, so I should spend it well. Well, there's an overwhelming amount of washer stuff to buy. Do I have to go buy soap at the little vendor stand? Free and the yellow disc. Hold on a second. Soap is free, and the yellow disc, this is OP. I don't know what that means. Soap is free, and the yellow disc... But I don't think I... Whatever that is, I want it, but I can't afford it. I can't afford the yellow disc power washer yet, yeah. Where do I buy? I guess I just don't buy soap here? How do I get more soap? Oh, I have more soap. Was it refill on its own or something? Over time? Yeah, I noticed there was like a soap vending machine by my office. I was wondering if that was just cosmetic or if I have to actually go and buy soap there. But I guess not. Guess it's cosmetic. Just got fucking suds crazy in this place. All right. Panic over, Chief. Just let the back gate open. Okay. Man, I can already tell soap is a way bigger deal in this one than the first one. That's cool. Appreciate that. You love that it's finally getting cooler? It's finally starting to cool down in Austin for sure. I think it's, I was watching the news this morning. I think they said it's gonna get into the 40s on Wednesday and Thursday. A little cold front coming through. I don't know how long it'll last. It would be nice. I'd like to go from like, I know it's the problem with living in Austin, but it's just like 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 40 degrees. And there's never a period of in between, you know? Like, I'd like to ride my bike when it's comfortable. I either ride my bike when it's too hot or it's like annoyingly cold. You know what I mean? There's never a 60-mile-an-hour bike ride in Austin. Not unless it's at 1 in the morning in August. I mean, not even then. 1 in the morning in October, early October. I can't believe how much I like this game. It's kind of ridiculous. Ridiculous little game. Very soothing, though. They really nailed something here in a way that Spray Paint Simulator didn't. I tried that one first. Everybody says I need to do the crime scene cleaner. I'm sure I will at some point, but that seems gross. I'm not as into it for gross. But I really wanted to like that Spray Painter game, and it just was tedious in a way that this game isn't somehow. I don't quite understand the difference, but I accept and acknowledge it. You should try Ball X Pit that came out on Game Pass a few days ago. It's like Ball Breaker Roguelike. You know what? I have it installed. Andrew recommended it to me last week, and I held on to playing it until stream, actually. And then I completely forgot about it because of this. So you are right. I should play Ball X Pit, and I will. Maybe not today because obviously I'm doing this, but tomorrow maybe we'll switch over to Ball X Pit and see what that's about, because I do agree that I think I'll like it, and it looks fun. And Andrew speaks glowingly about it. So I trust Andrew. Although I also really want to do an Outer Worlds playthrough now that it's out, and I have held off on character creation and all that because I figured I'd like to replace Roadcraft as a long, we've got 60 parts of Roadcraft or whatever, and we're not done because of the DLC and stuff, but I'd like to replace that with something like Outer Worlds 2, where I just play it for hundreds of hours, I guess, on stream. All right, I'm going to let all this soap sit for a second. I'm sure it doesn't matter if I let it sit. I'm sure that mechanic doesn't exist, the soaking mechanic, but we will see. Outer Worlds 2 isn't out for 2 days, I believe, unless you got early access. I have it installed. I thought it was out. Isn't it out? I mean, isn't it out? I'm pretty sure it's out. Maybe that's because I pre-ordered it or something. Is this game Mormon? The very funny Mark. Very funny Mark. Deluxe edition has early access. Okay, yeah. House Flipper 2. Just check that out if it's on Xbox. No, I don't. I think I just pre-ordered it. I think if you buy the deluxe edition or whatever, it's out. Because I see people playing it. I don't like that. How do I don't. Okay. That one I don't like. Thank you. So I've been watching a lot of movies for So All Right lately. Not a lot, but more than I watch because I don't really watch movies anymore, Butterflies. So any amount of movies is a lot for me these days. But I have been watching, for me, a lot of movies lately. And I've been reviewing them on So All Right. And I really enjoyed that. Actually, part of the problem is that I haven't enjoyed it on So All Right. It just feels... I've discovered over sometime last week... Let me get you guys' opinion on something. I discovered sometime last week I was taking notes for Enter the Ninja, which is a movie I've reviewed on So All Right. And I noticed I had so much more fun taking notes than I did reviewing it or talking about it on So All Right, which makes me think that... Ew, brother, ew. Which makes me think that I think it's better, me doing the movie thing, I think is better in written form. Like I'm responding to it better in the writing of it. I'm enjoying the writing of the notes way more than the act of dissecting them and discussing them on So All Right. I also think that if I keep it up, I'll pretty quickly turn So All Right into a movie review podcast, which is not where I saw it going and not particularly where I want it to go. So I say all that to say that I've been chewing around the idea of... There's like two things that I could do. I could write that I'm not currently doing. I could write, or I could run a Geoff merch store, one of the old Geoff designs. I don't think I can do both. And I think that I would rather write than run an old merch store. And so Is there a way to hold on? Oh man, they took that save out. You can change. Oh no, it doesn't fuck with achievements to move this, right? Jace Hammercock? Yeah, maybe. Not. I mean, we have kind of a thing plotted out, but nothing. No momentum on it right now. We got too much other stuff to do with there. But anyway, so sorry, I'm getting distracted with the game and trying to figure out how I want to say this. So I've just been thinking maybe I turn my idea of reviewing movies, because I've done like, I started this thing called 3 a.m. Theater on So Alright, which is based off of one of the very first ideas I had for creating content, way before even Drunk Gamers. And I really am enjoying it, except for the part where I talk about it on So Alright. And so I've been thinking that instead of plaguing So Alright with movie reviews constantly, maybe I would start a Substack where I do longer, in-depth written movie reviews. And then I don't know what kind of market there would be for that, but that would definitely be something I would charge for. That would be a lot of work and to do that level of writing. But I do think I would make a better written product than audio in that regard. And so I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking pretty seriously about it for about 7 days now, about whether I want to start a Substack and do movie reviews. Yeah, I'm not going to do it on Letterboxd H. This would be to make money. I'm not doing this for free. I wouldn't do this for my health. This would be, 6-7 hours of work per movie, and yeah, I'd buy that for $1. Exactly, the Ocho. That's, I think, what it would be, like $4 a month, and you get 4. Like I do a movie review every week or something. Substack seems to be the place to do it, though. Never used it, but I've been reading a lot about it, and seems to be the preferred medium for this kind of thing. I just don't want to do it if there's no demand for it, because, well, I do like it, though. I do like the writing of it all. It is such a fun... I always thought I was going to be a writer when I grew up, that was my goal. And then I ended up being in whatever all this is. I never got back to writing, really, other than for bits. Grab rail. Okay. Which one? Are you grab rail or are you grab rail? You're both grab rail. And toilet. Really? Interesting. Okay. Well. Where's grab rail? Let's get toilet. I bet it's... Yeah. But, like, I've been... Anyway, since I started 3 a.m. Theater, I've just become really engrossed in watching these old movies from my childhood, or even movies that I wanted to see that I never did. And so, and mostly just, really bad shit, like River of Death. I'm watching the Ninja trilogy right now. So I watched Enter the Ninja and Revenge of the Ninja, which is a fucking awesome movie, honestly. So much better than Enter the Ninja. Now I'm watching Ninja 3: The Domination, which... it's pretty fucking bad so far. Interesting that the second movie in the trilogy would be the good one, and the first and the third one are not good. But that certainly seems to be the way it's shaping up. And then I just watched a movie called Out of Control, and I watched a movie called Chopping Mall, and I can't keep up with... I can't talk about all these, in depth. So anyway, that was my thought, is that maybe I will make a Substack where I sell my writing. Because you'll be allowed along with public facilities, kinetic sensors have been updated, and it's been successfully reintegrated into our public convenience. Okay. Chopping Mall is a fun watch. It is, and I have lots of thoughts on it, but like I said, I've done so many fucking movie reviews on So Alright lately, I don't want to talk about Chopping Mall. So what ends up happening is I'll watch a movie like Out of Control, and then I won't do the review for it for like a month, So then I have to sit there and look at my fucking notes and try to dissect them and remember what I was talking about. And I'd rather just watch the movie and then write the essay or the review as I'm watching it and taking the notes. And then I can, I don't know, craft it better, I feel like, and be more current with it. And I've always wanted to write, and maybe this is how it happens. I don't know. Something to think about. I'll talk about it in It's All Right. I got to record that today after this, so I'll discuss it at length in there probably. I could see a world someday where where writing is all I do. And I don't appear on camera anymore at all. And I don't appear on mic anymore at all. And I just write. If there were a world where that could pay my bills and sustain me, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice, actually. It would be cool if my job didn't require me to be on camera at some point. Wishful thinking. Not doing OnlyFans. I would do Substack, which is where all professional writers go. There's nothing sexy going on Substack. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know that at all. There probably is a lot of book talk, smut, and stuff on there, but not that I'm aware of. Not that I've seen. Ooh. Nice smoker. I've never owned one of these big barrel smokers. I guess I've never needed to, but maybe someday. I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever be that into grilling or smoking again. That's like a that's a very like Austinite in your 30s, buy a house, get a grill and a smoker, decide you're going to get into meats for a decade or so kind of thing to do. I feel like a lot of dudes in Austin, or just people in general in Austin, probably went through that phase. Every time you turn around, there's fucking barbecue up your ass, and you're like, I could do that. And you do it for a couple of years, and then you realize these other people are so much fucking better at it, and it's so much easier just to buy it. You know what? I'm in on the controllers. I think I'd be fucked if I went back the old way. I think I got it. It's starting to feel like second nature. And I don't remember what the old controls are now. Good deal. Oh, is there a fucking achievement for something here? Let me see. Funhouse job? Car and trailer? Okay. So, we haven't gotten there yet. At some point, there's going to be level-specific achievements. I don't want to miss any because you have to replay the level, I think. Or do it in free play, maybe. Either way, I don't want to do it twice. Fun little achievements, at least in the first one. I assume they'll be similarly fun in this one. I like when games actually challenge you with the achievements. There were a couple where I was a little nervous in the first one that I was going to fuck them up. But they weren't brutally hard to do. Almost like you're living in someone's lawless wilderness. Fucking. All right. Just want to get this log cleaned so I can sit down. chat with y'all. I don't want to sit in a dirty log. Okay. I thought this was going to be a light or something, but I guess just a coffee pot? All right. Sit here by the fire. Lanterns. Yeah, the one you had to clean the lanterns first using the red nozzle. Yeah. There's a couple of them that were a little like, ugh. Did you get all the time trial achievements? I did not. I didn't try any of that stuff yet. I basically just did the levels specific achievements from where I discovered them on. So I haven't even done the first like 4 levels of achievements on PowerWash 1. And then I didn't look at any of the other stuff. So by the time this game was out before I finished the first one. So as soon as the first one was over, I just jumped over here. I'll go back and probably 100% it at some point, I think, because I like it so much. The older I get, the more I like the idea of a cabin in the woods with good internet, my cats, a fireplace, and no fucking people. That is growing old for you. I'm in the same boat. Same fucking boat. But I'm... Ah! It's tough because on the one hand, I would like to live, as you say, on a mountain in a cabin far away from everyone with just a little bit of internet and some books. I think I could be very happy, especially if I could mountain bike or something. But I love being around people too. As much as I hate people, I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to interact with people. But I like that they're around me. I like that people exist. I like when Henry died. He was a bulldog. But when Henry died, there was about a year there before we got Albert, where I was alone in the house all day long because, Emily works at her salon. And so you just realize you don't. I realized pretty quickly I missed hearing another living thing breathe. Like, even if Henry and I weren't doing shit, he was just near me breathing and existing, and I could feel life around me, And that's part of why I wanted to get Albert, was I was just felt dead in the house without another living creature. And so, yeah, and I love seeing people. I love to people watch. I love sitting on a bench and just watching people. The best part about bike riding is watching people when I'm bike riding. I see half of Austin every bike ride, but I just don't ever want to be inconvenienced by them or to talk to them. In MIA, yeah. You just want to be people adjacent. Yeah, I want to be like Eric is with water. I want to be people adjacent. You love that you're almost never home alone. Yeah. I don't mind being home alone, but it does get lonely from time to time. And I am glad that I can hear Albert. Actually, with Albert, it's a little different. I'm usually dealing with him, because he's a puppy. Thank you, Luden. Thank you, Obi-Wan. Appreciate that. Ah. While I'm thinking very seriously about buying a house in Michigan, a lake house in Michigan or somewhere, kind of off the beaten path, far away from everyone, I'm just as seriously thinking about buying a small condo in downtown Austin and being in the middle of it all again. It's weird. People are confusing, contradictory. Our own inclinations and desires and proclivities are that, I guess. Just conflicting. All right, so Ball X Pit tomorrow. Then tonight, Alien Isolation on the Discord for I don't know what tier, unfortunately, but I'm sure it's on the schedule. And then tomorrow, Ball X Pit, probably. Then nothing Wednesday. Friday night, no 4 p.m. stream on Friday, Halloween day, because we'll be streaming Sloppy Joe's Bingo Friday night. So that's the streaming schedule for the next rest of the week. Hopefully, I'll see you at some, if not all, of those streams. Not that I'm going anywhere now or anything. I'm not wrapping up. I'm just giving you the heads up. I think I'm going to do this thing, this movie review thing. I don't know if there's any market for it at all, or if anybody's going to give a shit, but can I not get out of here? I think I'm going to do it. I hope I don't regret it. But the problem is, once you start something, you have to see it through. I'm very trepidatious about starting something because then, like, the daily rips, I did that for like 2 months, and then I didn't want to do it anymore, and I just felt bad stopping it. I wished I hadn't started it because I don't like quitting things. But I just needed something to fill my break show slot in my head. Oh, there's more. Hey, kitties. I'm pointing a gun at them while I'm petting them. Where's Bubbles? Why do we bring cats to the woods? That seems dangerous. These are well-behaved cats, huh? Is that like the Easter egg to find what happened to Bubbles? What am I getting? What was that? What's the prompt? Can anybody see what that prompt was it was giving me? Pick up. Oh. I don't want that. Ridiculous. I do want that. Picking it up from that far away, huh? Weird. Let me know if you see the third cat anywhere. I feel like because I can't see it, I should find it. Stretch Armstrong arms for the ladder. Yeah. I grabbed it across the map for sure. I'm a cat, man. After I'm done here, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to record a So All Right that I don't really have planned today. I was going to do bingo 3 ways. I was going to do the movie bingo. I was going to do the game bingo. And then the song bingo. But I didn't end up doing any of the research that would have been required to do it. I didn't watch the movie or anything. I was going to do it yesterday while Emily was at bingo. What was where the idea came from. And then I just didn't want to fucking work on a Sunday. You ever have that where you're just like, I should just be allowed to relax. Of course, I work from home. I'm my own boss. I can relax whenever I want to, but I got mad at myself for assigning myself work on a Sunday and then decided I just wasn't feeling it. So instead I went for a drive and listened to music. And now today I don't have the so alright to record. So I'm going to have to bullshit one. That's cute. Somebody's eating their porridge. Don't do that. I don't like that. That's nice. Can't have these gravel and rocks being dirty. What kind of campsite are we running here? There's dirt in the rocks? Whoop, 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 whoop. Got some chores to do. Hope you have a great day. See ya. Good luck with your chores. Wash it slowly. I was going to so all right too. No one listens to mine though. Don't say that, Stormy. I would listen to it. Man, I'm hungry. I'm not going to do anything about it, though. Is everybody excited for Halloween? This has been like the least holiday-ish October, I think, for me. Just fucking pure summer the whole time. Just haven't felt it at all. We bought some pumpkins yesterday at Costco just to put out in the front yard. That was nice. But, man, does it not feel like Halloween's in like 5 days? Insane. Probably feels like Halloween where most of you guys live, but it's just been hard to get into the spirit this year. Wearing swim trunks every day, you know? Grew our own pumpkins. No shit. That's cool. When did you start that process? And how did they turn out? I agree, even from Michigan, I finally cooled off. Yeah. Yeah, it's just hard to buy into the idea when it feels like July outside. Are any of you guys paying attention to Three Eye Atlas? Anybody excited or terrified of that? If you're not, I wouldn't bother looking it up. I think we started in August or September. I don't remember exactly when, but it was great. They all turned out really well, and it's definitely something that we're doing again next year. That's awesome. What part of the world do you live in? Is it like a conducive climate to growing pumpkins? I don't know what is required to grow a pumpkin. I've grown gourds before on accident. It just grew in my yard, but no pumpkins. It feels like a pumpkin would be a relatively, I don't even know the climate you would grow a pumpkin in. I know they rot in the heat, so it couldn't be too hot where it was growing. I live in Utah. Okay. Halloween parties every day. I don't remember that. I haven't been to a Halloween party in a couple of years probably. Emily and I were talking about that not too long ago. You just we don't get invited to parties much anymore. And sometimes that can be a bummer. You're like, oh, maybe nobody likes this. But I just think at our age, people just don't have parties anymore. I think you just get to a point where you just do it less, you know? And all of our friends are just, you get to a point where you're just like dealing with your fucking kids or, I don't know. It gets harder and harder, I think, as you get older. Nobody wants to go through the rigmarole and the hassle of putting the whole thing on. And so there's just like this sort of chilling effect across the holiday where it just doesn't seem like anybody is celebrating it at my level, which makes sense because, I had a daughter in college. She's gone, so I'm not dealing with kids. Most of my friends are the same age as me. And they're either, if they have small kids, then they're in that world, which is its own thing. God, it was nice to... That is one of the cool parts about being a parent is young kids and holidays like Halloween. It was so much fun every year. Getting Millie's costume together and taking her out on the town. And the whole... the neighborhood used to have a Halloween parade every year. Costume contests. I do miss that part about parenting. It's crazy. This is for all you empty nesters out there. It's crazy that it's just like your entire world, from the day your kid's born. It's not like Millie's not my entire world now, but it's very different once they leave the nest. You're all day, every day, your entire world, The first thing you think of is when you wake up is like feed, clean, get my kid up. And that, that's from a toddler to 17 and 18. You're like, got to get Millie breakfast, got to get her out the door for school, make sure she gets to school on time. It's just like your day starts with those thoughts. And then your entire life revolves around the day-to-day lives of that child, and then they go to fucking college or wherever they leave, and then they're just, that's it. And then there's just like this gaping hole of time in your life where you're suddenly, it's not even like it was a lot of work, you just suddenly don't have that routine, and you just have all this free focus that can be really detrimental, Too much time to think. Which is, the cliche thing that everybody says, that you hear over and over again, but it's only because it's unbelievably true. They want to be my favorite people, and then when they go home, it's like, see them 1 week a year if lucky, yeah. Yeah, I always dressed up. I would dress up this year. We just don't have a party to go to, and I'm going to be doing Sloppy Joe's bingo on Halloween night, so there's really not any point to dress up. It'd just be Emily and I dressing up for each other. I don't think we're even going to hand out candy this year because we don't really get trick-or-treaters on our street. So, I just don't think it's going to be... I don't even see the point in dressing up, even if I had a costume at the last minute, because it would literally be for just to sit here at this desk. Not even going into the office for Sloppy Joe's. I think we're just going to do it from home, so we're not out on the streets on Halloween night. So there would be really no point. We'll have a very quiet, just normal night, I guess. Kind of a bummer. It'll be fun to do Sloppy Joe's, though. That won't be a bummer. That's fun. Nah, I just can't stop thinking about my kid. Man. Would it be hilarious? Would it be hilarious if everyone had a costume on the Sloppy Joe stream? Yeah, you just wouldn't be able to see it, you know? Because we were not on camera. I'm not doing it live. Otherwise, I would, just for that. For sure. Little sitting log, little stool. I wonder if, I mean, I'm sure none of you guys have beaten this game yet, but I wonder if it's going to continue with the alien, supernatural, sci-fi tech theme. Like, are we going to be dealing with ancient civilizations and all that stuff again? Purple gems and spaceships and volcanoes. Time travel. A lot of time travel in the first one, apparently. Didn't realize it when I was playing it. Initially. Is the cat up in the tree? Where's your baby? Did it stay at home and didn't want to go? Was it a non-traveling cat? Is it up here? Can I go up here? I'm not going to be able to go up here. This game tantalizes you with paths and neighborhoods to want to explore, but then it invisible walls you pretty hard. Like, I can't even get to the fucking gnome over there. He's just peeking at me from... Let's see. I can't even knock him over. Oh, there you are. Your family's over there if you want to... No? Okay. Well, I'm glad to know where he is, at least. Forget I can use this dumb shit. There we go. Nope. There we go. I wish Spray Paint Simulator worked this well. If it did, I would have kept playing it. Wow, that's satisfying. That's nice. That's real nice. Not mad at that. Oops. Never even beat the first one. The campaign, are we talking about this? The campaign is twice as long as the first one? That's cool. First one was pretty meaty. At the credits, they do a little montage, and they show the videos of you beating all the levels, and there were levels I played 2 weeks ago that I didn't even remember. I was just like, what the fuck was that? Huh? I was surprised at how much there was to the game. Like, there was at one point I cleaned a monster truck that was a kitty cat. I had no memory of doing that. I know I must have, but I was just like, when did I do that? There might be some alien stuff coming up. Okay, good. Did you see the campaign, the Halo campaign evolved announcement? I did. I saw the announcement, or rather, Gavin told me about it. I don't know that I physically saw the announcement. I haven't seen any of the footage. I assume they probably showed off some Halo running on PS5 footage, but I didn't watch it yet. I get around to it. It's I don't know. I don't know that Halo 1 campaign on PS5 is gonna move the needle for me personally. I've played Halo 1 so many fucking times. I don't know that I need to play it again on a different console. I do like the idea. I read that they added sprint, I believe. Hope I'm not getting that wrong. And if that's the case, I think that that's pretty cool. And that maybe I'd play it again just for the idea, for the ability to sprint in it. That could be fun. You just did the kitty monster truck last night? Yeah. RV there yet? I don't know what that game is. Is it on Xbox? Toggle sprint on and off. Yeah, who would want to toggle sprint off? Who's that person? Mark the Frog mooned the White House on Friday night. Hell yeah, Mark. DC treating you well then, it sounds like. Who do you guys think is going to win the World Series? Not who do you want to win, but who do you think is going to win? In your heart of hearts, who do you see holding up the trophy and being crowned World Series champions? Dodgers, probably the Dodgers. Want the Blue Jays, probably the Dodgers. Do you think the momentum swung that hard just from one victory? Because people were counting the fucking Dodgers out immediately after that first loss. And then Yamamoto throws that complete game. And then suddenly it feels like everybody's like, no, never mind. It's crazy to see the opinion swing. But I do think the Dodgers are going to win. I thought the Dodgers were going to win even after that Blue Jays victory. But it will be interesting to see. And it'd be pretty wild to see the Blue Jays pull it off against, $1 billion team that I get that everybody hates on, but it's also fucking I'm sorry, but you just can't hate Shohei Ohtani. That's impossible. I don't know how anybody could hate Freddie Freeman or Mookie Betts. The Dodgers are kind of an annoyingly likable team on top of being so expensive. Bella Ciao the whole time. You just like it when the underdog wins. They are a $1 billion team, but their players are arguably getting paid what they deserve. I agree with that. I don't think Yamamoto's $350 was overpayment. I don't think Shohei's money is overpayment. And they clearly know what they're doing, and they did the analytics, and they know that they are going to get a return on their investment. I mean, I can't imagine how much money Shohei is worth alone just in merchandising. But Cabin Roof Ridge, huh? Roof Ridge. Okay. But I know people are saying it's ruining baseball and stuff. But then, on the other side of that, a team like the Celtics has to completely dismantle their organization practically because Bruce Springsteen, that's cute. Because they, the penalties for going into the apron are so severe. So you end up in a situation in the NBA where it's like if you build a championship level team, it becomes increasingly difficult to maintain even that existing team because of the caps, which I'm not opposed to caps. I do think the second apron is oddly harsh, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how if Oklahoma City can maintain their level of dominance for a couple of years, then I guess that'll disprove that that's a problem. Is it a different gun, or is it the same one? It looks greenish now. Crazy in Dallas when the Rangers run? I bet. Yeah, I think everybody... Rainbow. Nope. That's not a rainbow. All right, hold on. Let's see what this is all about. I recognize this from the last game. Oh, these guys got an upgrade. Huh. Where are we? We are at the Art Deco house. That might be one of those achievements. Let me look. In the fun house. Surface cleaner, cleaning job using Urban X, bandstand job, rock climbing. These would be in order, I assume. So. Oh, this is what you were talking about when you were saying clean the lanterns. Yeah. Why would they have it backwards like that? Never really got into sim games. Tried this out Saturday, and holy fuck, I'm addicted. Except for this house. Fuck this house. Fuck, did I miss an achievement? Oh, cool. There's ladders mounted on it. That's nice. Fuck me. God, these things are dirty. How does the roof get this dirty? I have to wait for it to refill, I guess. Okay. No problem. There we go. Stop. I hate that I do that. Stop. Idiot. There were some levels in the first one that were definitely fuck this house levels for me. There's a fucking boat. I think maybe the second boat you clean. God, I didn't think I was ever going to finish that fucking thing. And then the Ferris wheel on the first one. Holy shit. The first time you see the Ferris wheel, you're like, oh, I'm never going to beat this. I'm going to get overly dependent or reliant on soap in this game. Like I said, I almost never used it in the first one. Only in, like, the shittiest, grossest parts. White soap on white paint is kind of annoying, huh? Kind of hard to see what you have and haven't cleaned. I think I got it all. We're just got to get the spots. What? What is this? Whatever. Okay. You guys try to buy anything overseas lately? Man, the having my first taste of trying to I bought something that I'm gonna have to pay tariffs on. And it's just a fucking whole thing. I don't know that I'm actually gonna be able to get it. Buy the disc cleaner. Can I get it yet? Let's see. I need to buy this gun to get the disc cleaner, right? I don't think it's on the guns I own. Right, I own these two, neither of which seems to have one. How much money do I have left? I have enough to buy one of these, but not both. No, I can buy both. Okay, this is the Swirl Force. All right, let's try it. Oh. What the fuck? Oh my God. Are you serious? Is this the greatest thing ever? Yeah, we'll do some multiplayer here in the future soon. I just didn't want to tackle it on my first experience with the game. Oh, dude. Wild. This thing is wild. And I can... Is that the bigger one? I guess so. Have a good one. See you, Drunken Mouse. Dang. It's a little finicky. Yeah, but it's fucking... I'll take finicky. I'll take finicky all day. This is a game changer. Game changer. I'm in love. Yeah, I see what you mean by finicky. That's okay, though. Because look at the fucking job it does otherwise. That's crazy. Wow. I'm in love. This is so much cooler than like the big reward in PowerWash 1 is the triple red nozzle, which you think is awesome at first, and it kind of is in situations, but in practice it's also kind of like it's kind of a bitch to use in a lot of situations, and you find yourself not using it and wishing it was a little bit more useful than it is. But this, I think, yes. 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 This is nice. Wow. I'm so in love with this. There's so many other guns, and I feel like I'm not going to use any of them. That's cool. It makes like a little crown. Ah! Fell. I feel like the soap will be good for all this stuff, like the detailed shit, nooks and crannies and stuff, you know. Okay. Wish it would stay oriented on the wall. Oh, you can shoot the ceiling. That's cool. It does. Yeah, I see what you mean about, yeah. It's okay, though. I'll figure it out, you know? For what we're getting out of it, we'll figure it out. Okay. You know what? I don't want to wade into politics anymore at this point in my life, but Marnette, I think you fucking nailed it. That is exactly, it's so funny you say that because that's the first thought I had, is what a, like such a fucking tone deaf. I'm going to build a giant monument to my own ego and to partying because I can, because who's going to stop me? But while like such a tone deaf moment, while our country is shut down and our government is not running, and the idea that the arguments for it I've seen are, well, when the White House has to have a 1,200 person dinner, they have to have it outside in tents. Okay, fine. I don't give a shit. Eat in a tent. I eat in a tent. You'll eat in a tent. Why are they too fucking good to eat in a tent? Why do we need an entire $300 million building so that people can eat inside twice a year? While Americans are going without food, while SNAP benefits are disappearing November 1st? Like such a fucking tone-deaf thing. And it's so not the time to do that. If I fucking do it. Every president goes through some sort of a renovation thing. I don't give a shit that they're doing it. The idea that they're spending private money from billionaires, I think is fucking crazy, because that is clearly going to end up in a quid pro quo situation. But outside of that too, it's like if it's that easy to get, you know, the whole thing was like, well, it's private funding, you know, it's private financing. Cool. If it's that easy to raise $300 million from your buddies, then maybe we're not taxing people that have $300 million enough. Maybe we could spend that money, I don't know, feeding people that are starving in America right now. Maybe gilding and building a monument to rich partying isn't the best use of those finances. That's all I'm saying. Build the party later. Build the fucking house later. Build a big fancy room for parties later. Build a big fancy room for parties when the country's doing well, when the government's running. Or pay for it with taxes when appropriate. That's a great answer, Stormy. Yeah. We're fucking bankrupting our farmers and our cattlemen right now while building a party room. That's just this. Let them eat cake is a great way to describe that. Anyway, I just think that like read the room, you know? But what do I know? It is just not what I would be doing. It's not how I would be spending my time or resources. But I am not and never will be in charge, so it doesn't matter. I'm not even outraged about them like bulldozing the East Wing. From everything that I've read, that East Wing was in shitty condition and probably needed some sort of an overhaul. I don't know if this was the overhaul for it. I just think that the timing is so dog shit, you know? It's such a fuck you. And I get it. We're in this like partisan era where like one side wants to fuck you the other side constantly. But it's not just the other side. I mean, it's fucking this is sending a shitty message to every American, not just the ones we don't like or that you don't like, you know? Anyway. What a mess we've got here to clean up. Oh, fuck. Can I get back up? Yep. Yep. Nope. Nope. All right, where were we? Parkouring while holding a ladder. You guys got me ranting today. I don't rant. Got all upset for a second. Fucking work. This thing. Also, what was that? How did I felt like I don't know. I guess not. Felt like I saw the icon change. Current objective, find public restroom at the Capitol. Good luck. There we go. Let's talk about football. We're all ranting together. Yeah, you know. It's just a bummer, man. It's just a bummer when you see, like, your own government who exists for the people, to serve the people, just seems to want to say, it's just stick it to the people. It's just weird. I guess it's always been this way. It's just never been as, I don't know, nakedly visible, maybe. Never been quite like this. Yeah. Not in my 50 years. Although I don't know, you know, America went through some shit in the 70s for sure. I was too young to, I mean, I was 5 in 1979 or whatever, 4, so I wouldn't remember any of it anyway. But I wonder if anybody old enough to remember going through the gas crisis and Nixon and Vietnam, how they would compare the current climate to that. I barely remember 9/11. Woo! Yeah, I would imagine anybody that served in the military who has tinnitus is 100% related to their time in the military. I was working in the mall on 9/11, opened the store. So many stores didn't open because their HQ was in Twin Towers. Damn. That's something to think about. We also didn't have social media pouring hate down our throats. Hate and misinformation, you know? That's the thing. It's like it's a double-edged sword of hate, misinformation, actually a triple-edged sword, and then just confirmation bias. Idiots finding other idiots that think the same dumb things that they do, and then that gives them the idea that they're correct and that they're a part of a thing, and then you end up in a post-truth society really quickly for some people, where it doesn't need to be true. They just need to find other people online that also think it's true, and then it becomes an entire universe and world. And then suddenly you think the fucking world is flat. But it's also led to many wonderful things too. Social media. Well, I don't know about social media, but the internet and the connecting of our world globally. It's crazy how anti-vaxxing came back so hard. Like, that blows, and I'm a dad. As a dad, that just blows me away. Man, I like... The fact that we're having fucking measles epidemics in 2025. Today's a fun day. Lots of fun stuff to talk about today. You ever do this? You just like, make an absolutely useless amount of clean. It's probably going to just make my life harder, actually. But it's kind of fun to do. Sometimes when I'd get bored, like especially when I was in that ancient temple, which is the last level of the first game, I just stand in the middle of one of the rooms, one of the floors, and just spin, just do this for 15 minutes, and then see what it looks like at the end. Looks like a mess. Looks like a lot more work for myself to clean up, is what it looked like. Oh, I still have this bad boy. Forgot about you. Forgot about you. Yeah, this is cool. This is kind of fun. Just trying to keep it going. I feel like yeah. I need to keep the angle just right so it doesn't pop up like that. And then it gets wonky. Yeah, and if you go too fast, it's wonky. What if I did that? That's a whole different world. I bet that Little Mermaid movie wouldn't have been as popular if the song was A Whole Different World. A whole different world. Part of that different world. It says not the right. It's not as catchy. All right, bad boy. We're gonna. A billboard of the greatest. No, okay. I haven't done a billboard yet. That'll be fun. Does anybody think that after playing this game, you feel like you could be a professional power washer pretty easily in the real world? Because I kind of feel like I could. I'm sure that couldn't be further from the truth, but it doesn't stop me from feeling it. I just realized I'm using soap. How am I doing on time? Oh, shit. I should probably go. I didn't realize we've been going for over 2 hours today. That might be why I'm getting ridiculously hungry. I can't figure out why. It's been working up an appetite. Let me spray this soap off and then we'll... Stop, dickhead. Hate that. I'm going to get better with this disc as I go. And then I bet I'll use it to greater effect, and I won't have to do stuff like this as much, but This is actually going really fast. Anyway. Kind of want to see what's inside. Can't really tell. Okay. What's on the menu? That's a great question. I don't know. I think on the menu first is I'm gonna go take a big dump and then look at my kitchen and find nothing. I don't think I have anything. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Neighbors get a new roof. Lucky neighbors. Here, we'll do this. Let me find a good spot. These are all windows, right? There we go. Oops. All right, everybody. Hope everyone has an awesome fucking day. Mark, don't get yourself in trouble. See you guys tomorrow at this stream, but I will also see you hopefully tonight on the Discord, on the Regulation Discord, to play scary games. Happy Halloween, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning and supporting me, and I love you, and